going to go into the contests and awards for both division and district because they follow the same rules. Examples from his club because I know that his club has been doing it for a long time and they do follow graphic standards. Our club did do it last year, but we didn't follow graphic standards, so I wanted a better example. So this one is actually Taylor Escalones from Kilo. She won the president one last year. So I'll show you what it is first and then I'll go into the details about it. And then I'll show you Rita's because she actually won on the district level. So Q Club has recently changed from binders to e-portfolios, so everything has to be online now, or on the computer. So this is the cover page for Taylor. That's Taylor, if you don't know who Taylor is. She graduated last year. She's at UHTL now. It's kicking me out.
I think that file is too big.
Okay, what's the rate this?
Doesn't matter, it's a different version of the PDF. Very well easy.
So as you can tell, the front page, it doesn't have any specific, but there are graphic standards.
Click on the red X. Make the file directly.
That was just a view of opening in the browser
Which one?
through Google. So you click on
Oh. That's okay. Taylor. Okay, there we go. So as you can tell, this is many pages. I think you're allowed up to 36 pages for an e-portfolio. You don't have to use all of it. I didn't use all of it. I used maybe like 12. So this is her cover page. And then everyone has a nomination form where you just put in the name of the nominee, the school, the club number, and the district, and a statement of nomination. You also have to put in a little summary of achievements, which is like your table of contents. And this is the statement of nomination. Mine last year wasn't this long, but then again, Taylor did win, so this is probably a good one to look at. So this one comes from someone other than Taylor, or the person that's being nominated. I believe it could be anyone. It could be a member, a faculty advisor, a fellow officer. And then you have your other letters of recommendation. So for theirs, they had their Kiwani's advisor, vice president, just write letters on behalf of Taylor. So for this section, you're allowed to have up to 3 pages of letter. It says letter of recommendation, but they put 3 just to fill up those 3 pages. So I think that's okay. And then The next thing that you have to have is your outstanding officer checklist. This is for any officer position or advisor or any members. Basically, it has a checklist of all the criteria that that person should be meeting. And then the person who is nominating has to initial next to the ones that they applied for. And then you just need 2 signatures to verify that those criteria is met. And then next section is proof of attendance, where you just list all of the things that you attended. And then agendas, because each officer portfolio will ask for something different. For the presidents, we do ask for agenda because the president should be the ones that are making the agendas for each board meeting and general meeting. Okay, I'm gonna skip through all of this. Okay. So as you notice, there's always a title page and then a short paragraph explaining what that section is going to be about. And then for these, you can tell that they kind of copied and pasted communications as proof that she actually did do it. So for this one, it was an email that she sent out. And then I believe everyone has this one, Kiwani Relations. And then there's always a miscellaneous where you can throw in anything else that you want to say about your nominee. So basically, a e-portfolio is just a whole bunch of proof of what your officer did in the past year that shows that they are an outstanding or distinguished president, vice president, advisor. So if you guys could all go to the CNH website. CNH. Is it keepclub.org? No, let's Google it. CNHkeepclub.org. When you get to this page, you're going to go to recognition, contest applications. You should come to a screen like this. So on this page, it says judge at the district level, president, vice president, secretary, treasurer. But that also goes under the division level too. So any of them that you want to apply for HCON would be under this one, the division level, which is member of the year, club of the year, most approved club, faculty advisor, and Kiwanis, as well as all of the officers. It says applications are due in February, but for our division, it's much sooner because our convention is held in February and it has to be voted on before then. So we'll do a practice member of the year. Oh, they won't let me put it here. Okay, I lied. We'll go to president. before anything is to read the guidelines. The guidelines tell you exactly what you need for this portfolio. So it also goes into all of the different headers that Taylor had, such as Kiwani's relations. And it tells you how many pages you're allowed for each one. So for this one, it has a letter of recommendation, which is 1 to 3 pages, the officer checklist, proof of attendance, agendas, club achievements, Kiwani's relations, and miscellaneous. So if you're going to do a president award, you would need to make sure that you have all of this documentation ready before you even start putting together your portfolio. And the evidence can include emails, any agendas, anything that's electronic, or you could do paperwork and scan it into the computer. Once you have all of that, you have to find someone that will nominate the person, and will find the faculty advisor that will check off all of the checklists, and that person that's nominating also has to write the statement of nomination. This doesn't have to be particularly one person to work on it. Last year what I did with my club was I was the one that was putting together everyone's portfolio, but I had each officer nominate another officer, and they were in charge of doing their checklist and writing their statement of nomination. And I was just the one that compiled all of it. So it can be a group effort to get this done. So these are your basic forms that you need to fill out. All of the rest is on your own. Last year, David sent out a link for this program that would make any page a PDF file, so you could just insert it into Word documents. Because at the end, you have to save all of this as a PDF. I will be sending that link out to the president again this year. Is anyone lost so far? So now that you've actually seen this, there is a video on. Oh, there's no sound. While we're waiting for this, I suggest that all of you do nominate. Even if it's not for the division level, you can also do it for the district level. I believe the district level only requires that you do the checklist and have a statement of nomination for one of their awards. Last year, 3 out of my 4 officers did get awards on the district level just for filling out the checklist. And that one is due in March, I believe.
How many of you are seniors in here? How many of you are not seniors in here? Oh, that's good. I'm glad you guys are actually in here. Shouldn't have to train you guys next year is what I'm basically trying to say. So hopefully you guys pass the word to the underclassmen. What we wanted to do was not have to keep doing this every year, but we'll see. But it's nice that there's not that many seniors.
Has any other club in here ever nominated before or filled out an e-portfolio?
I think you and Lonnie did. Did you guys? I want to say you guys did not. I know Roosevelt did. You guys had the faculty advisor 2 years ago, so I think you guys have filled out.
But we're encouraging everyone to do it because usually we only have a few clubs do it every year. There is a good chance of people getting things. Okay. Was there any questions about doing any portfolios or anything. For me, the most useful program was Word. I did everything on Word and then I saved it on PDF, only because I'm familiar with Word and I know I can copy and paste on there. Is it not letting me out because of YouTube?
I'm not sure. No idea. Why I did a YouTube video.
So you guys can go and watch it on your own time. It goes over how to create the PDFs and the portfolios and how to use graphic standards. All clubs should have gotten a graphic standards disc from Keegan, either at RTC or beforehand, but if not, I believe you can get it on here. These applications do take a lot of time, so start gathering emails that you know that your secretary has been sending out to other people, newsletters that contain the name of the person that you're nominating. Pictures takes a lot of time gathering those to put together. And start writing your statements of nomination and your letters of recommendation. I think that's what took me the longest last year, other than formatting it. Is there any questions on this, or does anyone need help with their dues at the moment? Yes.
For the dues, one of my members has 2 IDs.
Delete one of them. It's my best suggestion.
Is there like an updated one that I have to use though?
The one over the other. I'm gonna say both are probably updated, so just delete one of them. It's fine. That way, at least they're in the computer at least once. Or at least have it.
Okay.
Yeah, we actually. The other thing you want to make sure that you do is type names correctly. We actually had someone's name spelled wrong, and so what ended up happening is the following year we have to delete her and then add her as a new member. So you want to make sure you type those names in correctly. Because that number gets assigned to that name, so when we had made that spelling error, we needed to actually and it's not to be that bad. Yeah. So
When do you think the other couples or applications will be updated?
Which application?
hopefully soon,
Like member and all those others.
because that was
Oh, yeah,
like
that
the one
was
you
the one I
couldn't
couldn't
click.
click on.
So, yeah, hopefully soon. We're thinking that when they all finally get updated, that Keegan will send out an email to let everybody know that these are the contests, make sure you apply. He hasn't actually sent it out yet, that's why, so we were just trying to stay ahead of it a little bit by letting you guys know about putting it
Because
out.
the collecting part is what's going to take a lot of time. But if you have an idea of what you need.
You can start compiling already, that's why, you don't have to wait, so.
And I believe if you're entering a quiz bowl or a talent show, impromptu or anything like that, the paperwork for that and what the subject's going to be on, you can find on the CNH recognition.
Are all of you planning on applying for contests? Hopefully, Roosevelt, yes? Something? It's a good idea. At least try to apply for one. It's really the nice thing is this year Hawaii has decided to switch out. We were doing first and second place, kind of a deal. But what they're gonna do is they're gonna do more like how district does it now. So we're switching over to just have everybody be outstanding and then one distinguished kind of a deal. So everybody wins pretty much is the nice thing. So as long as you apply and it's filled out correctly, it's similar to how district is. As long as you apply and fill it out correctly, you're going to be considered an outstanding and that kind of stuff. So it's not really difficult. So as long as you take the time to fill it out, you're going to get some recognition for it. So it's really nice. Hopefully we all decide to do it. Are you on our? You're not on our wireless, or are you on our?
On my own.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, if you're on our wireless, you're not gonna get on it.
And how many of you guys did trick or treat for UNICEF since I have most of the officers in here? Okay. That money, you know where to send it, right? No? It's in an email from Keegan. And if you don't get it, let me know. I can forward you that email that has the address.
UNICEF needs to get sent in by December 2nd. How long is this video?
It's not like super long. Probably like an hour. With the asterisks means that they're Christian, did you need help with your membership dues? This complaint is really should say membership. Yeah, and if you want to,
Buffer.
on YouTube, Kiko, we have on CHKCTV, there's actually a lot of videos.
There's a buffer.
Okay, so if you guys have any other questions, I'm going to talk to Keegan about when Division 1s are due. And I'll get back to you on that probably next week when I see him. So just start compiling what you need. You guys kind of have an idea of what you need now. Emails, newsletters, anything that has like their name or showcases what they did for your club. And then once you compile all of it, it should be easy to break it up into categories and throw it all in a Word document and then make it into a PDF. Are there any questions about this or dues? Is anyone still working on submitting their dues now? Are you guys still working? Get me what we got here.
Yeah, we